governor and I are crossways on is the issue of foreign law in our courtrooms. You would think that that wouldn't be an issue because, I mean, we are a constitutional law country, right? Except that the National Security Policy Center, which is a very credible national organization tasked with keeping states educated on issues that threaten national security, okay? That agency suggested that all states pass legislation that would prohibit foreign law in your state's courtrooms. And the reason they did this is because in 23 states, now listen to this folks, facts here, 23 states, there were over 50 court cases where our judges had allowed Sharia law to trump constitutional law in cases involving Muslims, much to the detriment of the women and children who were victims in those cases of a very barbaric, violent, and oppressive law. Hard to believe that that happened in America, but when you've got that many cases, the National Security Policy Center says, states, you better step up and stop this before it gets out of hand. I am so thankful that the legislators in Arkansas, Republicans and Democrats, came together and they passed legislation prohibiting foreign law in our courtrooms in this state. I am proud of them for that. But to this day, our governor has refused to sign it. It went into law without his signature. His excuse to the media, because the media, once I got in this race and started drawing attention to this, the media said, Governor, she says that Sharia law was a problem. Why didn't you sign that legislation? And his response was, quote, I've been an attorney in Arkansas courts for 40 years and I've never seen Sharia in any of our courtrooms. Do you get a flu shot before you get the flu or after you get the flu? A good leader, my grandpa always told me, he said, Jan, a good leader is proactive, not reactive. The National Security Policy Center says it's a lot easier to get out in front of this problem and nip it in the bud before it starts in your state than it is to deal with it once it starts infiltrating in your judicial system. If you don't believe me, when you go home tonight, I challenge you to get on the internet and type in Texas Sharia courts, Oklahoma Sharia courts. It's happening. And it's not happening up north. It's happening right here around us. I believe Tennessee is already having some problems as well. Minnesota, do your research. You know, to me, that's a principle of the matter thing. The fact that what kind of governor would not take a stand for constitutional law? What's wrong with standing for constitutional law over foreign law? What's wrong with that? The rhino, I would say counterfeit Republican. But yeah, I don't understand that. And even furthermore, even if he doesn't necessarily agree with the constitutional law thing, what about the fact that the legislators who voted and passed this legislation, those legislators are representative of the people. And those legislators said the people of this state want this safety net. So it doesn't matter what you think, Governor. The people want this. And I want you to understand, people say, well, Jan, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? What's your position on this? What's your position on that? I say, you know what? I have traveled this state for the past 8 months. And the policy platform that we put together is not Jan's. It's the people's. This governor's seat belongs to the people of Arkansas, not Jan. It's not about what I want. It's what the people have said they want. This is your public policy platform. I want you to know that. Finally, how are we going to deal with the corruption in government?